Hello and welcome back to Black Girl Couch Reviews. I'm your host, Christina. We are back for another episode of Black Summer. This is Season 2, Episode 4, Cold War, written and directed by Abram Cox. The rating for this episode, I gave an 8.7 out of 10. I had some issues with it, but for the most part, it was a lot of action. It moved very quickly. I was surprised it was over. Anna and Rose continue to be the weakest link in this entire series. The directing is outstanding. So let's go ahead and jump into the recap. Sun is still stuck with this group, waking from the crash that they had in the snowbank. That is terrifying, waking and not knowing that you are safe or that you're in safe company. I cannot even imagine. She is given water, but she still remains a sex prisoner. I'm not sure what kind of prisoner, just kind of cannon fodder, someone to have that's an extra around. I wish they did go a little bit more. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with the lack of dialogue. I feel as if the first season, that's my biggest critique, is there's no interpersonal relationships. And even the dialogue we've gotten has just been atrocious from someone who should just be shot. And I wish there was a little bit more of developing relationships. On the other hand, it's a zombie show. We're being attacked. It's a short amount of events happening within this time span that this show is really covering. It's almost like glimpses into the apocalypse regarding this particular mother and daughter versus a more Walking Dead type of, well, we gotta talk about morality. It's like, no, we don't talk about morality in this show. It's do or don't. Be about it or get taken out. I would have loved for these guys to have taken out the ones from last episode. However, it would have totally ironically solidified the whole thing was a setup to begin with, which was, I forgot his name already, that guy's issue. Nazir forced his son to stand in the line of fire of the second shooter, waving a white cloth, while he, later we find out, gives an ultimatum. Truce, ... Inside, Freddie is sent to watch while Rose preps her daughter to go upstairs and shoot anyone coming. But if anyone is to get inside, she is to stay upstairs and don't let them take you alive. Now, I have a little bit of an issue with that statement. Because, you know, I get that you don't want anything to happen to your daughter like it almost, or did, I can't even remember, happen to you. However, that's not to say it's a fate worse than death. Maybe to some it is. Maybe to Anna it is. But I feel like that's her choice to make, not yours. I get she's just being a mom at that moment. But I feel she's also a rather shitty mom. They do have the bullets that they take into or put into their pockets. Freddie was treated so shoddily. And again, I don't understand why Freddie was treated as rudely as he was. He let you in. He's the only one out of everyone that you've met. Granted, you've made terrible decisions in your allies. I get the idea that, you know, don't trust anyone, but if you don't have any allies, then you're alone. So that's where I'm like, your whole thought process, while, yeah, that's probably due to trauma, it also is fundamentally, and which you should see at this point, even the bad guys know we need spare guys or spare people that we can sacrifice to maintain our group. You need some padding. Girl, Freddie is padding. You know how to, you know, he's sitting there with a bacon roll. Like, can I please have a gun? If I'm to help you, can I do something? And it's not like they're going to come in here and want me to be their like, you two have a chance. They'll take sex slaves. My ass does not. They're more likely to kill me on sight than they are to kill a child or a woman, based on what we've seen from these people thus far. I just don't know why she needed to treat him the way she did. And I don't even like Freddie. She sends him to guard the back door with a knife. He also tells her to see sense and let them in as they are outnumbered and outgunned, which is very true. she's still acting like she's gonna go down with this ship. And I'm like, I get that you don't want to go that route, but to fight another day, people have had to make sacrifices in the past. The problem is we all fucking spoiled as hell. And we don't understand. Like, back in the day, like, you go into hunt and gathering, like, if you came across someone else's people, say you was like a girl on the side, you'd be kidnapped into that gang, and then you have to adjust to your new life, or you end your new life. But most people usually adjusted their lives because breathing was still better. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the opposite or feeling, you know, as if you're appalled by this. But at the same time, I do feel as if the people with a little bit more melanin once again are more prone to this struggle, which is what you see in the character of Sun, who's having the worst time ever. And she even stayed to help her friend. Like, seeing them juxtaposed to each other, Anna, and I guess she has a daughter and son, the way in which they choose to live their life before their death, that's important too. She sees her waving the white flag, and you would think that's your friend, but you're not concerned about it because she told her daughter to shoot. She now has committed to killing everyone in the house because that's exactly what she does.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Once again, it's three of y'all. It would have been better off if you would have tried to find a way away from the premises and get hidden versus trying to actually duke it out with these people. Like, if you really wanted to save your daughter, at least you would have saved her life. Anna fires, I think I already mentioned that, and seal their fate. She helps shot Freddy. He just got caught in the crossfire because all hell broke loose. And tosses him down the basement. At first I thought she was being merciful, thinking they're going to kill the men as soon as they storm the house. But no, it's because she ain't gonna help him. She has no intention. Ain't nothing she can do even about that gunshot wound. And she knows he's gonna die and he's gonna turn into a zombie. So I'm gonna put you down the basement so you can't be a problem to me and my daughter, who I'm gonna hide with upstairs instead of try to make any plan to get the fuck up out of this house. Headshot. ... Oh shit. Sophie and her squad are right on the heels of Nazari and his peeps. They opt to go around instead of straight through. But one brave soul decides, fuck it, I'ma hop this fence and make for the home. However, this triggers Anna to shoot at him. And that's what sealed their fate. I like the way they do the double back to the storyline. I don't get tired of it. I just don't. We watch as he tries to make it to the entrance of the house, but then doubles back only to run into one of Nazari's men. They tussle, but a zombie attacks. However, he is able to escape before hopping the fuck back over that fence.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what? Everyone else is distracted killing each other. This does not seem as if if it goes well for me, great, I'll be back. If it does not, at the right now, in this moment, there's a zombie on the loose. I don't have a gun. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. Then we have his friend who doesn't take heed and goes into the home via the basement. Now, if I would have, he was doing his flashlight. He wasn't trying to be silent. He's breathing all hard. In this case and scenario, there's a fight out above you. Maybe this is just me and my survival skills, but I'm thinking make myself small. Make myself not a target. Look how that dude upstairs, that is me. You wouldn't even know I was fucking here. This big ass house, people are stuck in a little room. You can find yourself a little nook and cranny, especially down in that damn basement. I don't know how he couldn't have found a cupboard or something to fit his ass in to be protected enough, at least to be out of the way until shit calmed down. But no, he making a whole bunch of noise and he's attacked by the now dead Freddy. I would have been so quiet. He engages in a brutal fight that has him bitten several times several times before he blows his brains out. Shoulda ran, nigga. Relief. ... Poor son. Bullets are flying everywhere, and the two groups fight insistently over who gets to keep the home. That doesn't seem worth anything now that destruction hath run through it. But something is better than nothing. Everybody's like, we cold. We just need to come in. I don't know why y'all couldn't have done this like Plantagenets and whatever stuff. Like, you get this side of the house, I get this other side. You knew one was going to overtake the other, because apparently that's the world that you live in. But like I said previously, I don't know. Well, they've been following this group for a while, though. I feel like the Nazari men and this Sophie group, they've been kind of attacking each other back and forth. Like, they rolled up on them to begin with. So I would have to say that they, more than anything, seem like the instigators. So here I am blaming Nazari. I'm like, well, technically, you rolled up on me twice. You got all my peeps killed. Everybody's killed after this. Everybody just went around shooting everyone. And it feels as if there was a third group in there. Am I wrong? Or am I right? Because there was two people that seemed like they were far more advanced than Nazari's group, but just as good as Nazari's group, but not, they had Green Beret stuff on. Like, they didn't seem like they were interested to a certain extent about this house. And they didn't seem like they were Nazari's men, because why would they leave? We'll talk about that soon. He does nothing to release her from the rope that she's attached to, because that's what they need in a fight. Like, I need you to be tied to this balustrade, is that what that's called, while I go and shoot. And she has no choice but to be close to her enemy, because she's absolutely helpless. She's a victim at this point. It's not until a zombie starts to come for her, though, that she decides to yank that shit off and go running. And I get it, because they said if you go running, we will kill you. So she's like, look, I'm going to stay as long as I can, but shit. I personally would have just ran the minute he turned, especially after he killed his own dude. Like, he wasn't even bitten. And he just shot him in the face. Why would you do that? You need people. You need men. Why would you think you're like, I'm not taking any chances. You were in a fight with a zombie. You might be bit, so I'm going to kill you. Why don't you just watch him for a minute? It's not like they don't turn awfully fast. Why don't you inspect them? I don't know. He could assist with taking out more people, though. Dumb calls, these groups. Very dumb calls. But yeah, he did nothing to release her from that rope. Sophie gets attacked. And as she does, gets distracted by a plane throwing out a parachute. I think I skipped the scene. Maybe. No, because she was running through the house hiding from different people. They were banging on the door and she was like, they were like, let me the fuck in, and she didn't let them in. And I was like, girl, you need to pick a side though. She was like, I pick no sides. Until she does. And then it's the wrong side. Because when Sophie gets attacked, she jumps on the back of the zombie. Because Sophie looked at her like she was going to kill her, but then decided not to kill her. So that's why she helped save her. And then there's that moment where they both watch the parachute go out the plane. And she thinks that there may be some hope. Here's a good person. But it's left once again when she sees Nazari and one of his men's left his men's. And Sophie, what the fuck? Was she a traitor? What's going on with that? She just walks right up with the group. Was she sent to infiltrate? I don't understand. And why are they using... I still don't know why they're using Sun. Just to use her? Just to have, again, cannon fodder? But after all those people being dead, do you really... And that's so sad for Sun, too, because she did something. She called herself paying it forward for not having her kill her, and now she ends up trapped instead of maybe while Sophie was being, was fighting off the zombie, she could have got the fuck away. But who knows? Maybe she wouldn't have. Breach, ... There's a lot of military formation teams, probably the better survivalist, I will say. Rose runs to Anna, who is out of bullets. Some really great shots. The one of the zombie by Sun was a great one when he shot her and he did that pan around shot of where she was, because you were very disoriented during that fight. So then going back to where she was, I thought was perfect. And then the two men in the bathroom mirror, showing them as they're attacking. These are just very smart moves that I think are brilliant. The military men, though, don't seem to have the same objective as, well, first the one dude that was hiding comes in, he's like, shh, 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 and here she is cocking her gun. I'm like, what part of shut the fuck up don't you understand? And if you shoot me, do you not think anyone else is, your back is against the wall, you need to fucking think. But I also get that you don't think when you're in these situations. I get both sides of it, but I still want to scream at her. Like, stop it, your gun is jammed, just fucking chill out. And then the two military men see them. First they see the man, he put his hands up in surrender. They see there's a child and a mom in there, just like, yeah. They see the plane, like, fuck it, we got bigger fish to fry, and they decide to leave. Then he comes and says, look, I was hiding here before the people came before you. Like, technically, y'all all stole my shit, and I did not have any of these same, visceral, animalistic feelings that y'all got. But he has to plead with them. Then they took his fucking axe, and I'm like, whoa, see, this is why I don't fucking like you, Rose. This is why I don't fucking like you. One, y'all keep treating men with melanin terrible. These black men keep helping y'all, and y'all are shitty ass to them. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, but she don't know. She got to be careful. Once again, there is street smarts, and then there's book smarts. You got to be street smarts. It's not that, no, you can't have your gun on him, but he needs to have a fucking weapon, because if a zombie comes around and he gets taken out, how you going to get to the fucking airstrip? You need to work together, at least for a common goal, for a certain amount of time. Like, she don't understand that was, and then she has her daughter take the shotgun and be like, let me get the handgun, because she act like she can't get overpowered in 2 seconds. Like, stop it. You're trying not to feel so weak in a helpless situation, and you're just coming off like a bitch. At least that's just how I see it. This dude is not a threat. He's not even thought of to be a threat. Yes, he could be a threat. There's no debate about that. I'm not saying you shouldn't use some caution, but also use some common damn sense. The fact that they were the only two that also escaped out of this bloodbath with him, it just got real lucky hiding in the damn bathroom. Imagine that. That makes me want to kick that one dude from earlier even more so. Like, I told you to make your ass small. You would have walked away. So yeah, she didn't even get a bullet. She didn't get hit in the crossfire. I understand Anna because she's a child. She's a child. But I also feel as if like Anna be looking at her like, come on. Like, and did she not see Sun out there? Like, she's following her mom because her mom is making her follow it. But at the same time, like, you're going to have to use your own sense. Carl had to go out there and make decisions. Did they always work out? No, Carl did. But he lived his life. And he took that bullet to the head, knowing he lived his life with no regrets. So Anna gonna have to, she gonna have to start using her mouth more. But like, Mom, look, this guy's creepy. If he could have been killed us, we literally slept in this house, and he's been in this house. He did not kill us, nor did he molest us. So I think we can go ahead and give him the fucking axe and let him lead us to the airstrip if that's where he thinks he's gonna take us. At least it's someone we know ain't gonna fuck us immediately. This is all I want her to acknowledge. I'm done ranting about this episode. If you want to join in the feedback for the next episode, blackgirlcouch@gmail.com. Or you can leave a comment below on this podcast. My social media will be there as well. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Until the next time, peace, hair grease, and black girl magic.